Ron Cook is the owner of Cook Tax and Retirement, joining us today to talk about some of the biggest problems people are looking at in retirement. And there are problems once we get there, right, Ron?
That's true. That's true, Deb. One of the biggest problems that we're seeing out there is people aren't planning. They have a chance of running out of money. And what I mean by that is a lot of people go through their retirement while they're working, they're saving money and they're putting money into these plans, but they really don't have a plan for them later. Like they don't look at their Social Security or their pensions. Some people don't even have a pension anymore, but they don't look at their income needs. They don't look at their expenses minus their income needs. And so do they have an income gap or not? So some people, what they'll actually look at is they'll say, okay, this is my expenses and this is my income. It's either low or it's high. And hopefully it's, most people that we see, it's pretty close or lower. So how do you fill in that income gap? So by having that other foundation, that guaranteed income coming through the door with Social Security, possibly using your other cash to build some kind of guaranteed income. Well, guess what? If you do that correctly and you have that understood, you might alleviate some tax issues, some Medicare issues by taking too much money out, or alleviating other systemic risk, where maybe you could actually proportionalize your money, have it in the right bucket, so to speak, where as you're going through retirement, each bucket's planned out, you have purpose for your money. And that's so nice to have purpose for that money, because while you're retired, if you know what those expenses are, that's your benchmark, you know how much income you have coming in, then you know how much money's at risk. It's so simple. And yet a lot of us don't do that.
Well, Ron, what are some of the solutions that you offer to address those retirement challenges? How do you help people prepare for that time in their life that we're all working so hard to get to?
That's a great question. One of the biggest things that we try to do is not look at product, we look at people. We want to understand your retirement. Most people want to retire as quickly as they can. We don't want to do the sometimes what things that we hear on the news or the radio is like prolonging retirement, because while we're young and healthy, we want to feel good. So that's why we set up, Cook Tax and Retirement.com. And we actually educate a lot of folks. We use math equations. We let math and science figure things out. So if you do have certain products or certain things that are available for your retirement, do they really truly fit your needs? And are they purposed? Like, in other words, if you have, Social Security, but one of you pass away, what do you do? I mean, if there's one of the lower Social Securities drop off, or if we went just through a market type hiccup that we just did and you're taking systematic withdrawals, how do you do that? And then of course there's always tax issues when those comes up, those things come up too. So where people's Social Security might be taxed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ron Cook is the owner of Cook Tax and Retirement. You can find out more online, tools to navigate your retirement so that it's a breeze when you get there, right? Thank you so much, Ron.